Here's a few more books that really changed me and my approach to literature. I made a video on this before. This is like a follow-up. The Snows of Kilimanjaro by Ernest Hemingway. Ernest Hemingway is one of my favourite writers. I mean, he had such an impact on literature that there are essentially two kinds of writers since Hemingway: those who adopt his approach to literature and those who rebel against it. I'm of the former, and as he's mostly known for his novels, but I especially love his short stories. And The Snows of Kilimanjaro is one of his collections of short stories, and every story in it just took my breath away. His approach to not just literature, but his approach to literature, the way he strikes that balance of the ugliness and the beauty in life is unforgettable. Truly one of the most remarkable writers that ever lived, Hemingway. Snows of Kilimanjaro. Right. One Day in My Life by Bobby Sands. Those of you that don't know, Bobby Sands was an IRA hunger striker, and he was held in prison for many years. The H block prisons that were set up by the Thatcher government, I believe. And this is really a miracle of documentation. This is he wrote this while he was in prison, and he had to hide it inside himself and many other contraband and several other contrabands. And the fact that he was able to smuggle it out page by page over a long period of time to IRA headquarters is nothing short of incredible, and it truly is an amazing read. The One Day in My Life is possibly an homage to Solzhenitsyn's novel A Day in the Life of Ivan Denisovic. I think that was one of his favourite books as well, and this was his way of paying a homage to it. Anyway, essential reading. George Orwell, Down and Out in Paris and London. George Orwell's mostly known, obviously, for his novels 1984 and Animal Farm. Rightly so, those are masterpieces. And those were I think Animal Farm was the first Orwell book I read, followed by 1984. And then I came across this one, and it's quite different. It's autobiographical, and this was when Orwell himself was literally penniless. He was virtually starving and begging, and hanging out with a lot of other people in the underclass, both in, obviously, Paris and in London. And the descriptions of poverty and his day-to-day experiences of being penniless is absolutely riveting, and really opened my eyes. Highly recommended. The Outsider by Albert Camus. Albert Camus was a French existentialist philosopher, and this is a classic novella about what makes the outsider separate from society. It's truly remarkable, an absolute eye-opener. As J.G. Ballard, another great writer, says, the story of beach murder, one of the century's classic novels. And it's, in many ways, a savage indictment of human society. And you'll never forget it. It's really more of a novella. It's only about 100 pages, and unforgettable, truly unforgettable. I've read it a few times. It's one of those books that... there aren't too many books that I've read more than once. There's a few, and this is one of them. Lastly, Selected Poems of Anne Sexton. Anne Sexton, I think, was the first female poet that I really kind of fell in love with. Her confessional poems, raw emotion, are intolerably moving. Before Anne Sexton, I think I'd read a bit of Sylvia Plath and Emily Dickinson, and they were great, but I didn't quite fall in love with them in the same way I fell in love with Anne Sexton. Her poetry is haunting and painful and beautiful. And I highly recommend it. If you're a bit sensitive like me, you'll probably shed a few tears as well. Truly, truly beautiful. Okay, that just about wraps this up. I'll just give myself a bit of a plug here. Alive in Dubbo and Still Alive in Dubbo. 2 books of poetry by myself, David Grant Lloyd. There's still a few of them left. I'll put the links in the description. If you're interested in literature, poetry, Australian poetry, please check them out. Links are in the description. Thanks so much for watching. Cheers.